Welcome to a Wicked Turtle Network exclusive.
What's up, divers? Welcome back to another episode of the Duke's Dive, right here on the Wicked Turtle Network YouTube channel. We got a lot of wrestling to catch up on before the big week of WrestleMania, before the big WrestleMania event. Our road of WrestleMania will lead us to a big roundtable discussion with the coach, the Penguin, and I, hopefully here, and do some great content for you. And we will, I really look forward to discussing WrestleMania and the other stuff with them fellas. It's really going to be fun. Before I do anything on the podcast, I'd like to announce that the Duke is on Amazon Podcasts. Yes, I've been working on this for a while now, and they recently sent me the email to apply to put the Duke's Dive podcast on Amazon Podcasts, and I was accepted. And as of today, as of filming this, I am on there 100%, so the next audio upload of this will be on there. The last one, the Road to WrestleMania goes through Williamsport, Pennsylvania, is on there, as well as every other podcast episode in the series. So go check that out if you're an Amazon listener, or keep listening on your preferred platform, or keep watching it the way it was meant to be watched, right here on the YouTube channel. We appreciate your patronage, and this is where I'm going to go ahead and say, if you really like it, like it, like it. If you like it, really like it, like it, like it, like it, comment. And to show some support, subscribe, ring that bell to get up to date with every upload. And with that being said, I do want to let you guys know that we are in the beginning of April here, which means the end of April, of course, is coming up, which means April 29th is a Rope to Rope Northern Tier Wrestling event at the Fitness Factory in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. More information on that event can be found on Rope to Rope Entertainment social media events. I have nothing but the hope that wrestling in Williamsport, Pennsylvania can become a hotbed again. We've got 2 events coming up here. One more local talent, story driven. We know these guys from Rope to Rope. They've been coming up here for the past several years, running shows at the Liberty Arena, at the Fire Tree Place, and now making their new home at the Fitness Factory. This is going to be an interesting one to see. And of course, later on this year, they will be running at the Lycoming County Fair again. That's going to be very awesome as well, to bring wrestling back again to the Lycoming County Fair. And later on in June 3rd, we will have 5-Star Wrestling bringing wrestling to Williamsport, Pennsylvania again in another manner, whereas the other one was more local talent and story driven. These guys are more established. Some of them are more established names, some not established name local guys. And then we have the main stars of the evening. We have Eric Bischoff, we have Haku, we have Gangrel, we have the Rock and Roll Express, we have Buff Bagwell, we have Raven. All those individuals will be coming to Williamsport, Pennsylvania at the Fire Tree Center June 3rd. Get your tickets now. Like I said, get your tickets to Rope Entertainment April 29th at the Fitness Factory, Williamsport, Pennsylvania, June 3rd at the Fire Tree Center. Night of Legends by 5 Star Wrestling. Two great events coming up in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. It's a great time to be a wrestling fan in the area. Hope to see a fire burn bright within Williamsport, Pennsylvania again, and have several promotions to attend throughout the upcoming years. Thank you, and good night. Bang! Anyway, yeah, I digest. He's Joe Henry guy. Okay, anyways. That's what you get when you drink 2 energy drinks back to back and record a podcast at 6 o'clock in the morning. Now, to jump into the episode. This is the week before the week of WrestleMania. My plan here is to cover the week of WrestleMania, all the stuff I normally watch, plus that. So all this extra stuff here is my extracurricular activities here for your entertainment and my cataloging of the wrestling that I've watched over the past couple of weeks. And the following episode will be either me discussing WrestleMania, Stand and Deliver, and Raw after WrestleMania, or it will be the gang and I. And either way, that is going to be pretty awesome. That is what we're going to do. And we will discuss and give flowers to WrestleMania in its own episode. I know that big indie guy, Impact guy, I know most of the internet wrestling community just kind of shrugs off WrestleMania, wrestling, WWE for the most part. Like I said, I do want to give it its proper time, proper place, proper coverage. It's going to be a special one. Hopefully we get a special one out there for you. We record this here in a couple of days here. Look forward to that. Now, without any further ado, let's get into it. We got Raw from March 20th. Austin Theory defeated Montez Ford. It was cool to see Montez Ford in singles action. I really think he's going to break out here soon. Dominic Mysterio defeated Johnny Gargano. Super cool. Rhea Ripley defeated Bayley. Love Bayley. You know that. Ricochet defeated Chad Gable. Now, Dynamite, March 27th. The 22nd. Dummy. Yeah. So we had Sting, Darby Allin, and Orange Cassidy defeating The Butcher, The Blade, and Kip Sabian. We had Tony Storm defeating Sky Blue. We had his Guns defeating Top Flight. And we had John Moxley defeating Stu Grayson. Kenny Omega defeating El Hijo del Vikingo. Amazing 5.5 million zillion star match. We've seen him hit this Vikingo hit the 630 splash onto a tabled Omega. That I think that one impressed the boys running the Schwindig, because I'm pretty sure they said hit that one, run that one again, because he did that one during WrestleMania week. I'll let you know, and it was awesome. I'm pretty sure that one he did that was the one I'm thinking of was at Multiverse United. Anyways, Impact from the 23rd. We had Kushida and the Motor City Machine Guns defeating the Design. We had Savannah Evans defeating Deanna Prazo. We have Bully Ray and Masha Slamovich defeating Tommy Dreamer and Mickie James. Now, Ring of Honor from the 23rd. Because now I realize that Ring of Honor airs weekly on the Honor Club on Thursdays. I just, you just catch up on the week, and I didn't realize what day it was. Usually, I catch up on it late without, after it airs or whatever. But yeah, it does air Thursday night, the same as Impact. So we're on. We have Mark Briscoe defeating Tony Nese. We have Metalik, Blake Christian, and AR Fox defeating Jay Keeves, Satnam Singh, and Ari Davari. I think it's Satnam Singh, I do believe it. Sky Blue on our Ring of Honor defeating Lady Frost. Love Lady Frost, brother. Roosh and Jurlistico defeating Tracy Williams and Rhett Titus. Matt Taven and defeating Darius Martin. Cool. We have Brian Cage defeating Tony Deppen. Not so cool. Really rough to my dude. Ladies and gentlemen, we've come to that part of this week where we must bid you adieu. Into the Dive 5. We have our Man of the Week, Kenny Omega. Woman of the Week, Savannah Evans. Team of the Week, Motor City Machine Guns. Match of the Week, Kenny Omega versus El Vikingo. And the show of the week was AEW Dynamite. And now, your feature presentation.
And now for our feature presentation.
We're talking about WrestleMania week. Everything in between that wasn't the WWE. We're talking Multiverse United. We're talking Super Card of Honor. And I do have a couple of notes from other promotions too. Just a couple matches. Just wanted to mention a couple matches. But yeah, without further ado, let's get right into it. Dive a Mania. We have the week of WrestleMania. We have Raw from the 27th. Becky Lynch defeated Io Sky. Seth Rollins defeated Mustafa Ali. The Street Profits and Braun Strowman and Ricochet defeating the Viking War Raiders and Alpha Academy. Then over on Dynamite, Jon Moxley and Claudio Castagnoli and Wheeler Yuta defeated Dalton Castle and the Boys. Very rude. Kind of made me sick to my stomach the way they treated Dalton Castle and the Boys there. The Blackpool Combat Club. And then Bryan Danielson came back in that situation, and he... let's not even go there. It's terrible to treat them like that. You know, the boys. He was just on, Hey EW. That was a really good episode. I can't give enough flowers to Hey EW. It's really, really fun. I love RJ City. Getting coffee in my underwear. Very good series on YouTube. Check it out. Might want to say the prelude to Hey EW. But anyways, we then had Kenny Omega with his New Japan Pro Wrestling theme defeating Jeff Cobb for the NJPW United States title. Wow. Yeah, really, really good match. We had Orange Cassidy defeating the Butcher for the international title. And we had the returning Adam Cole, baby, defeating Daniel Garcia in an epic clash. And then we moved on to SmackDown. We had Ricochet defeating Chad Gable, Montez Ford, and Eric defeating Bobby Lashley. Montez Ford defeating Eric. I told you Montez Ford is going to be that one to look out for. Bobby Lashley wins the Andre the Giant Battle Royale. And we had Drew McIntyre and Sheamus defeating Imperium. Then we moved on to Rampage from the 31st. We had Sammy Guevara defeating Konosuke Takeshita. Wow. We had the Kings of the Black Throne defeating the Black Throne defeating the Best Friends. We had Taya Valkyrie defeating Marina Shafir. This was a really good women's match to watch out for. Super good stuff. Juice Robinson defeating Action Andretti to close out. Oh, excuse me. To open up. Yeah, to close out Rampage. Excuse me. It's very early in the morning and I'm tired. Anyways, we'll move on to Multiverse United. This is actually replacing Impact Wrestling. Impact Wrestling was basically lead up to this, older matches and stuff like that. You know how Impact does when it's pay-per-view time or premium live event or whatever you wish to call it. But this replaces Impact basically for the week. You got this event is people from all over, man. You have Impact, you have NJPW Strong, you have AEW guys on here, you have Pro Wrestling Revolver guys on here. Excuse me. NJPW Impact. All them guys to make this a really cool event. But we opened it up with a 6-man X Division match. We had Trey Miguel defeating and retaining his title against Rich Swann, Kevin Knight, Frankie Kazarian, Kurt Connors, and Rocky Romero. Then we had PCO, Sami Callihan, Alex Coughlin, and Fred Rosser defeating Tom Lawler, Eddie Kingston, J.R. Kratos, and Joe Hendry. But yeah, there's a lot of feud building and story building here going on, especially with like the PCO and Eddie Edwards, or the Sami Callihan and the Eddie Edwards, you know what I mean, stuff like that. But yeah, there was a lot of storytelling in this one between the individuals in each team. So that was pretty cool to see them do that one. You're usually on a NJPW heavy one, they do the heavy style with the multi-man tag team matches. So of course that was pretty cool. I'm not huge on that, of course, but let it slide. It was fun. Excuse me. We then had Jeff Cobb defeating Moose. This was really fun, and I hope to see more of Moose competing at NJPW events, whether that's over in Japan or even here over America with Strong and stuff like that. I really think that him and Moose had an excellent match. Him and Jeff Cobb had a really excellent match. I really like that one. Two big dudes that can move real, mind-blowingly for their size. We had Deonna Purrazzo defeating Giselle Shaw, Miyu Yamashita, Masha Slamovich, for the number one title. Of course, this week was supposed to have been a big week for our Impact champions, Josh Alexander and Mickie James, both injured. Josh with a torn tricep, I think it is, but he had to vacate because I do believe that's the same thing that took out Punk. I think that's what I'm thinking of. That recently just. And I think Cody Rhodes too. I think it's I don't know if it's a torn tricep, but I think of what I was remembering, it was like the same thing that Punk had just went through. He's still on the shelf, so obviously it was going to keep him out for a while, enough to vacate the title. And with Mickie, of course, that's pretty terrible with ending that ending her reign of the. Everyone knows the last the story behind the last rodeo, and her story there with if she loses, she's gonna hang up her boots and stuff like that, and then she became the champion, and she still remains undefeated, but due to injury, she had to sit out Multiverse United and Rebellion. If she can get cleared by Rebellion, it's going to be a triple threat match between Deonna Purrazzo, Jordynne Grace, and Mickie James. But if Mickie James cannot be cleared, the match will be Deonna Purrazzo and Jordynne Grace only for that. And then, of course, with the men's title, they the Kushida match was a. I'm sorry, excuse me, I get my brain fog, but I think it's Rebellion. It's going to be a match between Kushida and Steve Macklin for the title, is what it's going to be. I do believe. Well, that's what it is right now, anyway. Of course, it's professional wrestling. Anything can change at the drop of a hat, and we could probably end up seeing that be a triple threat or even more at the rate we know professional wrestling to go at. Bum 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 bum. We had the Ace and Bay connection, ABC. That's an Ace Austin shirt. Floating. How's he doing that? It's just floating there. The ABC defeating Aussie Open. Aussie. Oi, oi, oi. Defeating the Aussie Open, Motor City Machine Guns, TMDK, or Team MDK, Team DK. I don't know. We had Kushida defeating Lio Rush. I love to see Lio Rush. I wish he'd stay around more and come around more often. He's really amazing to watch wrestle. We had Kenta defeating Minoru Suzuki. And then, wow, I can't give this one enough. Let me go back here on Multiverse United. That opening match, that 6-man X Division match, I gave that a 3. I gave that 3 dookies. The multi-man match with PCO defeating Sami Callihan, Alex Coughlin, and Fred Rosser. PCO, Sami Callihan, Alex Coughlin, and Fred Rosser defeating Tom Lawler, Eddie King, and Eddie. Oh my goodness gracious. Edwards, J.R. Kratos, and Joe Hendry. That was a 3 for me. Jeff Cobb defeating Moose. That was a 4 for me. Deonna Purrazzo defeating Giselle Shaw, Mia Yamashita, and Masha Slamovich. 3.5. The ABC defeating Aussie Open Motor City Machine Guns TMDK. 4. Kushida defeating Lio Rush. 4. Kenta defeating Minoru Suzuki. 4. And, ladies and gentlemen, the main event for Multiverse United, Creme de la Creme, Hiroshi Tanahashi, defeating Speedball Mike Bailey. 5 dookies. Let's get 5 dookies. This is amazing. This was amazing. This was a really good match between a Japanese legend and a up-and-coming dude taking the wrestling world by force, and Speedball Mike Bailey. Now, the last event for me on the WrestleMania week. I know it was kind of late. I had all my other stuff and 2 pay-per-views. So I tried to keep WrestleMania light. Probably very irritable in the dick. I apologize. I take WrestleMania week too seriously probably, but yeah, I have all my regular stuff there, plus these 2 events, plus 2 nights of WrestleMania, plus the night after, plus Stand and Deliver. We really want to give the people what they want here, give you a lot of wrestling content here. Super Card of Honor, Multiverse United gets a 7 out of 10. Because these are pay-per-views, I rate the pay-per-views. Super Card of Honor. We open it up with El Hero del Vikingo defeating Commander. This was a 3-star match, 3 dookie match. We had the Embassy defeating Blake Christian, AR Fox, and Metalik. Great match. This was a 3 for me. I know what I forgot. I forgot the weekly regular Ring of Honor stuff here. And I do want to say that the my favorite match on that was Eddie Kingston defeated Christopher Daniels. But yes, to jump back in here, we then had Athena defeating Yuka Sakazaki. 3.5-star match, awesome. Samoa Joe defeated Mark Briscoe in a amazingly emotional match. 4.5 stars. We seen a blockbuster through the table. We seen Mark go for tags that just weren't there. Unfortunately, man. The match that really tugged the heartstring. We seen the chair-assisted tope con hilo to the outside by Mark Briscoe, but unfortunately he was tapped out. And boy, wouldn't that be amazing to see him win at the next big pay-per-view. Wouldn't that be awesome for the kids to look back on and see that journey through, and to see that as a low point, and then to see Mark become the TV champion, his dream. A lot of storytelling here. A lot of long-time storytelling in this Super Card of Honor. And for the main event of Super Card of Honor, we did see 15 years of history in the making as Claudio Castagnoli defeated Eddie Kingston. And that is also going to be one hell of a comeback story to watch Eddie Kingston hopefully come back and take that title, get that title at some point in time. And that caps up Super Card of Honor. Super Card of Honor gets an 8. The Dive 5 for WrestleMania week. The Dive-O-Mania goes a little something like this. My man of the week for WrestleMania week is Speedball Mike Bailey. The woman is Lufisto. And here's some extracurricular activity matches you can watch. Watch Lufisto versus Mickey Knuckles. Watch Bloodsport 9. Watch John Moxley's match from Bloodsport 9. Johnny Hennigan's match from Bloodsport 9. As well as Kota Ibushi defeating Speedball Mike Bailey. My team of the week, Aussie Open. My match of the week, Hiroshi Tanahashi versus Speedball Mike Bailey from Multiverse United. And my show of the week for WrestleMania week, Dive-O-Mania, Super Card of Honor. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you know how I break it down. Like it if you really like it. Comment it, let us know how much you like it or what we can improve on. Subscribe so you get notified every time we upload a video, and share it to a friend. And we'll catch you when the Duke Goes Hollywood next week on another episode of The Duke's Dive. Thanks for watching, and stay wicked.